Hello, it's Barry.
And Catherine.
We're here to introduce you to our tried and tested guide to buying a home. The guide is broken into 6 steps.
We created this program for 3 reasons. 1, our clients want to understand every aspect of the home buying process, and we want them to understand it. 2, a home represents the largest single investment most of us make in our lifetimes. And 3, we've helped hundreds of clients buy their first homes, and here we'll address the most frequently asked questions and concerns.
There are 6 steps to successful home buying: financing, interviewing, that is interviewing realtors, hunting, negotiation, managing, and closing.
Okay, let's talk about financing. Your first job is to become pre-approved for mortgage financing. The successful buyer knows exactly what his or her financial capacity is and has all financing arrangements made before looking at a single home. You'll need to begin by finding the right mortgage loan consultant and the right lender. We speak with authority and from experience. In the last 30 years, we've purchased more than 30 properties, and there is no question that an experienced loan officer working for the right lender is like gold. Remember that today, an offer for a property cannot be made unless the buyer is pre-approved. A cash buyer, of course, is a different story. How do you find the right loan officer and lender? Ask your trusted realtor. Ask trusted friends. One of them will refer you to an excellent loan officer. And always check references. If you don't have a mortgage resource or you want to compare, call us. We have exceptional people to recommend.
Your second step is interviewing realtors. That is, finding a realtor or agent to represent you. All realtors are not the same. Just because your best friend's brother got his license does not qualify that person to be well suited to your needs. You need someone with a strong track record, proven market savvy, and loads of experience. Here's a quick review of how your realtor ought to work with you. Your agent works in concert with your loan consultant to assure your pre-approval is in order and you're searching for a property that you can afford. He or she works to understand your desires and preferences and understands those preferences may change as the search unfolds. We ask our clients to make a list: features they must have, those they'd like to have, and those they'd like to have but are willing to forego. Your agent understands and has experience in neighborhoods and districts of interest to you, including demographics, social history, and pricing trends. Even though you'll have the benefit of a professional home inspection, it's a plus to have a realtor who understands construction issues. Construction experience can provide early warnings of construction defects and identify solutions to design challenges. When you do decide to make an offer, your realtor evaluates comparable sales, learns about the seller's needs, and helps you decide what price and terms to offer.
And now we start hunting for your new home. First, visit where you think you want to live. Go back different times of the day and on different days. Go again in the evening. See what appeals and what doesn't. See who's walking around. Attending open houses is a great way to become oriented to a neighborhood. But there is no substitute for a guided orientation to districts, something we do routinely for our clients. We've been here for generations, and it's fun to share what we know. A well-structured search will, over time, focus your search on a particular district and a home with very specific attributes. With assistance from your realtor, find an internet portal that streamlines your search. We create customized searches for our clients that alert them to the moment a property comes along that meets their criterion.
Step 4 is negotiating. This starts with making an offer and continues to the point that you confirm the terms of your purchase. Remember, your realtor will analyze comparable sales and the market climate and guide you toward an appropriate offer. This is not rocket science, but not all realtors are good at this. It's running the numbers. Familiarity with the neighborhood helps, but there is no substitute for analyzing all sales data. You should insist that your realtor provide you a list of all the comparable sales for the past several months and calculate average price per square foot. This is an essential statistic, the common denominator. This will guide you in making an offer. Professional relationships between realtors also play a role in your success. Be sure your realtor is respected in the real estate community. If not, your offer might not be seriously considered. Negotiating can be as simple as the seller accepting your initial offer, but it can be protracted. The seller may respond to your offer with a counteroffer. You might respond to their counteroffer with another counteroffer. Your realtor will know which documents to use at which point in the negotiations and will keep everything straight until there is full agreement between the buyer and the seller.
We're now at step 5, managing the entire process. Your realtor will open escrow with the title and escrow company. You will forward your earnest money deposit to escrow. It's normally 3% of the purchase price. A preliminary title report is issued that confirms the property is in fact owned by the party selling it and that no others have a claim on the title. Your offer to purchase now is contingent upon several factors. Contingency number 1, you must qualify for a loan. You must make certain at this stage that your lender has begun the process, starting with ordering an appraisal. Contingency 2, you must approve the property. Your realtor will assist you in obtaining professional inspections of the property, including a general home inspection and perhaps a structural pest control report. Other inspections may be warranted. State law requires that seller disclose every material fact known to him about the property, its condition, and the surrounding environment. Noisy neighbors, a tree that's fallen on the roof, even if the roof has been repaired, a plumbing leak, all these must be disclosed. There will be pages and pages of disclosures for your review, but it's all for your protection. Once you have your loan approval, you acknowledge all the reports and disclosures, and you approve the property, you are ready to close. All of your contingencies are removed in writing at this point.
The 6th and final step is closing. At closing, you will finalize your purchase. The lender will deliver your loan documents to escrow. The escrow officer will prepare these and other documents for your signatures. You will have arranged for homeowners insurance. If you don't already have a resource, your realtor no doubt has trusted insurance brokers. Escrow will prepare an estimated closing statement. It will tell you the exact amount of money you will need to deliver to escrow to complete the purchase. You will provide these funds by either wiring them or in the form of a cashier's check. Closing is but a few days from this point. At closing, the lender forwards funds to the title and escrow company. That money is combined with your own funds. Then an accounting of the transaction is prepared, and the title company records the deed with the county, placing title to the home in your name as the new owner. Checks are prepared, payable to the seller and all other parties to the transaction who are being paid from escrow accounts. If funds are left over from your down payment or deposit, you will receive a refund check shortly after closing.
Congratulations, you are now a homeowner. But before popping the champagne cork, we strongly recommend the first thing you do is change the locks. You've no way of knowing who has access to what is now your home. We have recommendations for locksmiths as well as tradesmen in this as well as all other fields. Now to the 5 most frequently asked questions. First, Barry, may I change my mind during the process, even after I've made an offer?
Well, generally speaking, Catherine, you can withdraw for any reason and without penalty until you have removed your property approval and related contingencies. This is sometimes 7 days, sometimes 10 days, and more often closer to 2 weeks.
If the inspections identify serious problems with the property, can I reduce the amount that I'm offering or ask the seller to make repairs?
Of course, negotiation can continue until the parties agree or the buyer withdraws. A buyer can request anything, but a savvy realtor will advise the buyer about what is and what is not likely to be considered reasonable.
If we discover problems that were not disclosed and not identified in the inspections after we move in, what recourse do we have?
You know, your realtor can relay your concerns to the seller through the listing agent. In the rare event that this cannot be resolved, the purchase agreement provides for mediation and, provided that the parties both agree, arbitration. Beyond that, of course, there is legal action.
When will I know exactly how much cash will be needed to complete the purchase?
The escrow officer will provide an estimated closing statement after loan documents are received from your lender. Your realtor and your lender can provide you with estimates of closing costs well before that point.
And how will I know what effect my home purchase will have on my taxes?
It's always best to consult your tax accountant, but mortgage interest and property taxes generally have a favorable effect on how much you pay in state and federal income taxes. It's a pretty good deal.
You will have many more questions. Keep a notebook handy, because questions will arise when you least expect. 3 a.m. is my favorite time. And if at any stage something isn't clear, ask your realtor to explain it again. Barry and I wish you every success in your search for a home, and congratulations on taking the time to prepare yourself for this terribly important decision.
And we both thank you for joining us. Happy house hunting!